Howdy ho, all you nasty, disgusting people out there. So, I said we were done with Kirby earlier, but I've changed my mind. I was having a good time with it, so let's do a couple more. Yeah, this is a relatively good Kirby game. When you rank it in comparison to the other Kirby games, it's probably at least in the top half. I mean, I haven't played them all, but I mean, it's decent, I guess. What other Kirby games have I played? There was Kirby and the Amazing Mirror and the Game Boy Advance. I liked it back then, even though I couldn't really get the full experience because that game was very much intended to be a multiplayer, and it was very difficult to find anyone else who had the game, especially since I was the only nerd in my school. It was a very hard sell to just go up to some random, already pissed off kid in my class and say, "Hey, you should buy this specific $30 game, and just so we could play multiplayer, even though you don't like these kind of games, and also you don't have any money, and also you're not friends with me. But yeah, you should do all of that so I can experience a multiplayer for Kirby and the Amazing Mirror." And they just say, "Fuck off, queer," and then they'd leave. And oh, I had a terrible youth. There was no one to play Kirby and the Amazing Mirror multiplayer with. But I'm not bitter or anything. Still complaining about stuff that happened 15 years ago. Oh, dearie. So you don't get a copy ability from these skull enemies that you keep seeing all over the place. There's just so damn many of them. It's like Skullomania in here. Wasn't there a character in some fighting game that was named Skullomania? That sounds like something that happened. I think it was like an SNK game or something. Speaking of which, I saw a thing on Twitter once, or I guess just today in fact. It was like, organize the Smash Bros. Roster based on whether or not you've played the game that the character originates from. And nobody in the thread had ever played any Fatal Fury or King of Fighters, so my boy Terry kinda got shafted on that one. And for some reason there was a guy in there who hadn't even played any Mario games, at least according to the post. I mean, I think he was just joking, but that was just kinda odd that you're replying to a Smash Bros. Thread on Twitter, and yet somehow you've never played a Mario game. How did you even get here, I wonder? I just found that rather amusing. So anywho, in other channel-related news, there's a big event coming up for this show. All the TV producers out there, they want to be with what's hip with the internet crowd, so they're trying to reach out to Let's Players to give them a Let's Play shows on television. They can basically just keep doing what they're doing, but on cable instead. And so I've reached an agreement where this show's gonna be on real-ass TV. It's gonna be on a Univision, because all of the English language networks completely understood what I'm saying, so that they don't want anything to do with this show. But the Univision guys, they can only go by the visuals. They don't know English, so to them it sounds great. So yeah, this is gonna be the only English language programming on Univision soon enough, so stay tuned for that. It's coming. So, what else is going on? So, speaking of just making up ridiculous lies, there's also another important update in this channel. I've reached an agreement with the Paramount Pictures, where we have like an incentive deal to incentivize people to subscribe to the channel. So I can proudly announce that if anybody out there who's subscribed to this channel, you qualify for a special deal where Emma Stone will come to your house and fuck you. Yeah, that's totally real. You just gotta fill out the forms. Those will be coming your way if you're a subscriber to this channel, so stay tuned for that. Lots of exciting things happening in the world of Mongoose 1 Billion. So anywho, getting back to the real world here, there's gonna be a lot of clutch moments in the next couple of minutes because I've only got one health. and I guess there's very tight timing on some of these enemies. We absolutely cannot get hit. This is a being uninsured in America simulator. We just can't get injured in any way possible, or the results would be catastrophic. And the fact that the water's pushing down on me as this is going, that really adds to it. But, well, Jesus. Like I said, lots of clutch moments to be witnessed. But I'm a cool gaming Chad here, so I'll get through. I always do. Fuck. Okay, doing good. Oh, look out for that. Oh, Jesus, no! Fuck, okay. That's enough fake pretending to be excited by the game. That's a bad Let's Player trope. I gotta get out of that. So, what else is going on out there? I'm getting a bit better at this minigame, by the way. See, look at that. I almost landed on the maximum tomato. Not quite, but I got as close as you could without actually getting there. So what other Kirby games were there? There was, Kirby's... Oh, I really like this scene in the background because they've got like a big set piece rising up out of the sand, and it's just going on in the background, and very advanced for the N64 to have an environment-driven story event just going on like that. You did not see a whole lot of that from games of this era. Everything was very static. So yeah, cool stuff in Kirby 64. But anyway, I was gonna say, what other Kirby games were there? There was a Kirby Squeak Squad on the Nintendo DS, and even though it was a DS game, it just ran on the same engine as the Game Boy games, which was a bit of a letdown. They could have had a three-dimensional game. The 3DS was the original DS was perfectly capable of doing 3D, but very few developers ever took advantage of that, surprisingly. I mean, that thing could run Mario 64, for God's sake. What a letdown. As a kid, I thought that the original DS was going to have a port of Donkey Kong 64 for some reason. I guess since it had Mario 64, it just kind of seemed like the natural progression. That would have been so cool. And collect all those golden bananas on the go. You guys ever play Donkey Kong 64? Good game. My opinion of it has never wavered over the years. All the YouTube crowd has recently changed their minds on it. It's all, originally I thought this was really good, but now that I come back to it, I find the number of collectives to be a bit excessive, and you also have to go back to the tag barrel. But my opinion on Donkey Kong 64 never wavered. I liked it back then, and I like it now. And I don't expect that to ever change. But anyway, yeah, it would have been really cool if they put that in the 3DS, the DS, excuse me. Would have been kind of weird to just play it with the volume on, because there's this one part in the game whenever you get the golden bananas, there's like this little song that plays where it goes, dong, dong, Donkey Kong. And if someone were to overhear that, they'd say, why is your game singing a song about dongs? All I hear is dong, dong. It's either something Vietnamese or something for gay boys. Either way, get it? Cause dong, that's like a last name over in Vietnam. Anywho, so yeah, that might have happened. I mean, possibly, I don't know. Who knows? No use sitting around thinking about what could have been. Oh, dearie. So let's go fuck with Umbrella McGee here. We're just gonna take advantage of his weirdly shaped head and use it to gently float down. That guy's got electrical powers. That's pretty cool. Play it safe around electricity. I'm trying to get double electricity, but it's very hard to time. It looks like I'm just... Yeah, I tried doing it that way, but then that did not work either. Come on, we can do this. It's all in the timing. It's the flick of the wrist, like that one hip-hop song. It's the flick of the wrist. I was at a Little Caesars once, and the guy in the back was singing that as he was flipping the pizzas. Well, no, you're not supposed to flip the pizzas over. I thought that thing was gonna kill me, so I got out of the way. I just saw it rapidly pushing me up into an unidentified thing. I thought I was gonna get smashed, and so my natural instincts kicked in. So what's with all this Illuminati imagery going on here in Kirby 64? You got pyramids and eyeballs and all those other scary things, and the Kirby 64 developers are in on the Illuminati conspiracy. There's all those, the three horsemen of agencies that conspiracy theorists secretly think run the world. There's the Illuminatis, the Jews, and the Freemasons, and those are the three secret powerful agencies that conspiracy theorists love to blame things on. And you know, the Freemasons actually do have a temple in my area, just a couple miles from my house, and wonder what they do over there. I feel like Freemasons conspiracy theories, out of the three groups that I've named, the Freemasons have kind of fallen out of being targeted by conspiracy theorists. You don't hear about them as often anymore. Well, anyway, that's enough Kirby 64 for one day. We'll be back with more episodes eventually.
Shut your fucking mouth! No problem, John. Shut the fuck up, you cunt! Shut it!